Ladies and gentlemen, very important, we have a late-breaking report. Anthony the Adrenaline Abrams and Spilt were carpooling to the event today together and were pulled over. Both were arrested for possessing counterfeit testicles. They will not be able to make the show today because they don't have balls.
Well, finally, we have made it to Green with Envy. It sounded like it was a long-ass trip from the last pay-per-view. Before we dive into any matches, remember that we are brought to you by PinFall Stream. Make sure you go over and like and subscribe if you're not part of the Revolution page or the WG page and you're on either or. Make sure you go over and get part of that. But the first thing we're going to talk about is merchandise. Now, I have this little thing right here on my wrist that has just came in, and it is beautiful. What you say?
It's. I would say it's revolutionary.
It's revolutionary.
It may not come across very clear on the screen, but ladies and gentlemen, what you have before you is a miniature version of our Revolution World Championship. And if you notice, I don't know if you noticed that, but it's even got the custom side piece side plates. I think those say TDC on them right there, don't they?
Yes, those say the TDC.
We also have, which again, you can't really tell that well, but we also have the one that looks just like our current one with the current side plates. I got to ask you a question, TDC. Is there any other promo group that you know of that currently has miniature versions of their heavyweight championship? Or really any of their titles?
I bet you they do after this show.
Often imitated, never duplicated. How about that? So, ladies and gentlemen, this right here, on top of being revolutionary, is kind of groundbreaking if you think about it. Because you may win a championship either here in Revolution or WGP, but when you lose, you no longer have that title. So how can you remember the great times? By purchasing yourself a miniaturized version of the belt that you want. Now, granted, we just have the Revolution title here, but we can also get the WGP. We can also get the Havoc Championship and any other future championships that we're going to eventually have as well. So, I mean,
it's pretty nice, man. And as you say, as you know, I'm a big guy. I got a big wrist. It fits very, very well on my wrist, and with a little bit of slack. So it's really well put together. It's a nice little wrist strap, something to remember stuff by.
Real leather, real zinc. I believe this is 3 millimeters. I mean, fantastic. Now, you might be asking yourself, holy shit, how do I get myself one of those?
Well, he's about to tell you.
Usually the Hooded Warriors don't like to, offer out our merchandise because you got to be in a certain level to get that. But these we're going to go ahead and allow other people to purchase. So if you would like to get your hands on a miniature championship with custom side plates with your own little custom design, reach out to either myself or TDC. We'll get you taken care of. These are going to go for about $50 a piece, and that's shipped. $50 shipped. Again, real leather, real zinc, 3 millimeters, fits on even a big guy's wrist.
We're also going to have, and might sound a little funny, but we have a miniature of a miniature.
We do.
We have a miniature of a miniature, a TDC miniature of a miniature that I'm going to autograph the back of and give away on the Revolution page as soon as we hit a certain number, and I'll release that number this week. Once we hit that number, then we'll do the giveaway, and I'll give that away. We're not going to waste much more time.
Hold on. If we're talking about merchandise, we can't hesitate. We got to announce. If you're looking for any kind of custom-made T-shirt, you got to reach out to Mike Matos. As you can see right here, I know we haven't run down the card yet, but I'm supporting my girl, the promo queen.
You almost ain't got no choice. That girl scares me.
She's the most intimidating person in Revolution or WGP.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can. I know tonight she's going to be going against the Gator Goddess. Is that right? Gator Princess?
Gator Goddess, I believe it is.
Gator Goddess. Look, I don't have a Gator Goddess shirt on. I got the promo queen shirt on. So if you're wanting to support either anybody here in Revolution, you can't support us because you can't buy Hooded Warrior T-shirts. But if you want to support maybe your WGP champion, Josh Steele, your Revolution World Champion, Mad Anarchy, the promo queen, or if you're a promo artist yourself and you don't yet have your own merchandise, I don't know what the hell you're waiting for, reach out to Mike Matos. He will get you taken care of. His prices are fantastic, and his shipping is even faster.
Yeah, I seen where he posted earlier that he has a shirt that's just waiting to be pressed.
Multiple shirts
are just waiting to be pressed. So get over there to Mike, and he'll hook you up. We have a very stacked card. I got 10 events stacked on here. This does not include commercial breaks and a couple little surprises because y'all know as a pay-per-view, we always bring you something to surprise you with to make it a little bit extra. Well, I ain't going to waste more time. I think we send it on down to Mr. RYK. We'll get underneath our first bout for the Havoc Championship of the WGP. What a way to kick off the card.
I'm pumped.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the WGP Havoc Champion, Briggy. entering the promo area, please welcome Bossolini.
Mario in the game, you probably know my name, and so we start the game. Jumping high, ducking low, from the sky to the ocean. How come peace can't stop being stolen? Need a firefly or star power now for Bowser. Koopa Troopa, Super Goomba, soon to lose a life. It's me and Peach and Luigi, so you know, stop and dome, rock and roll, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Well, Bossolini, let's get right into it. Because as you can see, I am all business now. I am dressed to impress, and I am looking brutally handsome this evening. But let's jump right into it. Bossolini, the only interesting thing about you is your intro music. Once that ends and Snoozapalooza begins, well, I hope you're not driving a car or operating heavy machinery, because that shit'll knock you out faster than a drink from Bill Cosby, and you damn sure is going to crash. That boring ass shit. I mean, what have you even done to be here in this match tonight? You come out here dressing and acting just like Notorious B.I.G.'s little cousin, Biggie Larges. You do promos in that half-ass thing you like to call an office, or you do them in your car like some kind of rookie. And for God's sakes, man, turn down the baby-making music. We're trying to make war here, not love. Because you were just thrown in this match months ago by the old management because you beat a debuting Captain Corndog to become the #1 contender. But what have you done since then, Bossolini? Yeah, you beat Neekman, who's never won a match in his promo career. You beat the Villain, who has lost every single match since his comeback. He even lost his damn face, so that's not too impressive. Then you went over to Revolution, and yeah, you beat Glenn Sexton, but whoop-de-doo on that one. What happens when you face stiff competition, though? Mad Anarchy kicked you right out of that tournament. You were supposed to face a champion from another organization here in the WGP and one Mr. Brett Jacobs, but you decided not to have that match. But when people do that to you, you bitch, whine, and moan about it. Then you went against the Crippler, and he beat you, which tells me you only got this high in the rankings by beating the lowest tier guys on the roster and no shows. Because when you go against the high rankings here in the WGP, you're going to lose. Just like you did to the Crippler, just like you're going to do here tonight, and just like you're going to keep doing in the future. So you might as well just change your name to Bossolini. But you claim that you beat the Crippler because you bought his casino. Well, I call bullshit on that one. I've never seen any documentation to say you're actually buying these things you say you do. Because me and the Crippler still are at that casino every single night at our VIP table number 33 upstairs, not paying for a drink, and I haven't seen or heard a peep from your new boss. Now let's talk about your other new signing. You're just out there trying to buy up everything. Talent, teams. You got the Gator Goddess. And man, you used that little girl. That naive little girl that didn't know what was going on. And the Florida man is upset because he did not give his consent to that contract, and legal action will be taken in the future. But I happened to see that contract, Bossolini, and I saw that you were using her, and you were paying her in SpaghettiOs and Capri Suns because she couldn't read the contract well. Well, you couldn't read the contract very well yourself there, Floyd Mayweather. Because if you look down at the bottom, you missed an important part that says that when the Gator Goddess wins a title, which she did when you sent her to beat me, her contract can become null and void with Bossolini Enterprises, and she can sign with whatever organization she wants to. And now you were looking at the newest member of Badass Incorporated, because we are all business here now. Because you're trying to buy up all the talent, telling them they can be better on the same side as Bossolini, that you can buy their way to the top. But you see, I'm the real superstar maker here in the WGP, because I elevate all the talent. Examples: Dark Saint hasn't lost a match since I beat him. Josh Steele, yeah, he lost to Sweet, but then he beat the Icon twice, and he's now your WGP heavyweight champion. Hell, I made my best friend Bojax look so good, he actually became a damn wrestler. And the A-lister, I kicked his ass up and down the ring and almost bankrupted him here in the promo industry, and he still moved up into the rankings at the top of the WGP, which says that I make everybody better because I am loved by few, hated by many, but respected by all. And your opponents, they don't even respect you enough to show up for your fucking matches because they know you're not going to make their career. You're going to break their career. Bossolini, I'm better than you, and I just proved it. And I guess today wasn't a good day for you. because you should have brought AK.
All right, that is. So here we go, Briggy. Me and you. Hold on, let me finish signing on the dotted line. See that signature? Both leaning on it. So here we are. And Briggy, I done told you everything I'm gonna do in this match, and you still have no clue. I done told you from the beginning what is gonna happen, what I'm gonna do, and how it's gonna get done. But were you paying attention? Did you catch any of the clues I gave you? I don't think you did. I really don't think you were paying any attention. But I seen you went out and you beefed up your team. You know, you got a little backup. You know, the Double Mint twins. Yeah. Big and Little Sweet. Yeah. Really ain't worried about the Olsen twins and the rest of your Bad Girls Club. But, you know, I said I had to do something, so give me a second. Oh, now, Briggy, this is so much better. See, I told you from the jump that I was going to do something different. I told you I was going to be a little more extreme. So I'm ready to go to war with you. I'm ready to go fight with you, head up, all the way out. See, because the thing is, I knew you went out. I knew you went and made friends. And I wasn't worried about friends. Why? Because I made some myself. And I know you were thinking that your Bad Girls Club was going to run out here to help you in this match. But guess what? As you see, no one's coming out. And you want to know why? It's real simple. It's all because of the contract I signed. Should look a little closer. You might see what it says. You're goddamn right. Shock therapy. Why? Because I went out and I teamed up with people who had a like mind, who had an idea just like mine. Y'all guys wanted to be the bad guys, I wanted to be the heel. So you tried to make me out to be the hero. I'm far from being the hero. I'm just that much smarter than you. I've been playing the game since day one. I told you I was going to be extreme. Yeah, you see, they still calling me. They still trying to get in. They still trying to see what Bartolini doing. Yeah. Oh, you said you got them all locked in? That's perfect. Them bums weren't going to be a threat anyway. But while we out here, I'm going to take this title from Briggy and we going to keep things moving, all right? I'll holler at y'all later. Bartolini out. Yeah, I told you. Everything was for a purpose. I gave you an opportunity to lay your title down and run off after that next title. But what you do, you thought you was going to get the number 1 and number 2 man. So you got a green light and a lock at all the belts. Well, I guess you thought wrong. Because as Kaos is going to whoop off in Little Sweet's ass, 7 and my other friend, you'll learn about him later. He got the rest of them bad girls locked up, so they can't even help you either. So now it's just me and you one-on-one. And as you sat there, you told the whole WGP that you created a division so you could have a title. That's a real big boy move, huh? Because you couldn't get the WGP title, so you made your own one, huh? And then they made a loophole that gave you an opportunity. Said that if you defend that title twice, which you've already done, congratulations on that, you could cash it in and go after either the WGP title or the Revolution title. I heard you talking, and you know what I heard you say? I'm scared of that Mad Anarchy. I'm a little bitch. So if I defend this, I'm going after Josh Steele. Yeah, that's a real man's move. Go after Josh Steele. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk right up to Mad Anarchy, slap him in his face, and let him know I'm coming. But for now, my time running out. You lost, so fuck your feelings.
Your winner, Briggy!
What a hell of a match. I'm sorry, guys, if we had a little bit of technical difficulties there. Streamer kind of went crazy on us. I think everyone's seen it from what I see over in the comments. So moving along, that was a hell of a match from Briggy and Boss.
Congratulations, Jay Briggy. You are still the Havoc champion. For those who may have not heard it before, I don't know where you've been, but there is a new rule here in the Revolution and WGP. If you have 3 successful WGP Havoc Championship defenses, 3 successful defenses, you can cash out and challenge either the WGP champion or the Revolution World Champion. I believe it's safe to say that Jay Briggy has surpassed those 3 defenses, but I don't know. I don't know if he's planning on cashing out. I don't know if he's going to continue to dominate in the Havoc division. I guess time's going to tell.
Yeah, only time will tell. We don't really know what he's going to end up doing with that belt.
I'm willing to bet that even Jay Briggy himself doesn't know what he's going to do.
Probably so. As you said, he could go to where he could go for whoever ends up winning that between Matt and the Man, or he could end up cashing in over for that WGP title later on down the road. It's going to be very interesting, whichever direction he chooses to go. The next match we got up is, I'll tell you what, we'll just let it speak for its own. And we ain't even going to hype it, but make sure you stick around because it's about to get really interesting.
The WGP World Champion, Josh Steele.
Oh shit, this gonna be fun. Greetings and salutations, revolutionaries and pariahs. And welcome to Promo 101, the Dark Side Edition. Anthony Adrenaline Abrams, huh? AAA, right? Well, kid, I hate to break it to you, but this right here is the Major League. And I'm going to show you just why I am the MVP of Team WGP. You see here tonight, with one mighty swing, I'm about to shatter all your hopes and prove that this is not your field of dreams. And I realize here tonight that you may be excited, that you're all pumped up, that the adrenaline is flowing. Because here tonight in your debut, you get to face the WGP World Heavyweight Champion. Every fanboy's dream, right? But it's clear, it's crystal clear that you fail to grasp the severity of the situation you're facing. I mean, do you even realize that in fact you are Big Sweet's last line of defense, his only hope against the horrendous stipulation? And I will be honest with you, kid, here tonight, you're looking down a double-barrel blaster of devastation. I mean, honestly, quite frankly, your fate was sealed. The moment you rushed out here without hesitation, blatantly spewing disrespect at the very federation, which has given you an opportunity, a foundation to build a career. Then you have the nerve, you had the audacity to come out here and call the WGP title a prop. You realize that fact alone has 90% of this roster wanting your head in a box, right? And well, far be it from me to deny these good people what they want. I'm going to go ahead and drop some knowledge on you, because I see I need to enlighten your bitch ass. You see, we've all seen your kind before. You're nothing more than a petulant, egotistical, arrogant little bitch who thinks that having some sort of backyard wrestling success equates to being great in this promo field. But that is simply just not the case. For fucking Messiah's sake, you call yourself Adrenaline. Then you came out here promoing like a sloth on Xanax. And you honestly think there's any other outcome besides you laying flat on your back? Bitch, please. Now, I don't know if you've got a mental disease or maybe that hair dye is rotting your brain.
But make no mistake, just like Method Man, I bring the pain. I'm steady throwing shade while you're standing there with an umbrella looking for rain. Let's be real. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do or say to ever extinguish my flame. You can't see me, let alone hope to defeat me with the wicked knowledge I contain inside my contaminated brain. But I do think it's funny that you said darkness would fall, because tonight it shall, as I verbally encircle you with my insidious smoke, choking the life out of you and your career. You see, kid, there's a moral to this story, because around here, the only initials that matter are WGP, and I rep my set proudly. I'm throwing it down in this bitch. I'm the king. I've got the gold. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And make no mistake, anybody that wants to step to my empire will get put down. You can go ahead and fuck your feelings and get the hell out of my town.
This episode of Revolution was brought to you by Platinum City Corn Dogs.
Oh, what the This is bullshit!
Platinum City Corn Dogs. Feed the champion in you.
Please welcome at this time, Smartass Maestro. Ladies and gentlemen, making his debut today, this is Harry.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every seam.
WGP, Smartass Maestro here. Harry. I don't know what's going on with you. I really don't. Seems like you have this sexual frustration that you need to let out. It's pathetic. See a psychiatrist. See someone. See that $20 bimbo down the road if you have to. But get out of your system. I am not your type. Well, newsflash, mate. You ain't mine either. And then shiny balls that you kept going on about. Oh, the only ones I want are the brass ones that go into a sock. The slapjacks. Yeah. So, I don't know. You seem to have some real issues there. Because when I was on about balls, I was on about courage. Get your fists up. The Kingsman's rules. When your opponent gets knocked down, let him up. Well, that is Kingsman's rules, but I wouldn't let you get up. That's because I don't believe in the Kingsman's rules. But believe me, when I get you in that ring, I am going to beat you to a bloody pulp. I'm gonna knock some sense into you. I am going to make sure you know who the Smartass is. And I am gonna make you an example that you will never, ever forget. I may be not that high up in the rankings, but you are a damn amateur. You are just a rookie. You need to earn your dues. And that's what I'm gonna start. You are gonna earn your dues with me tonight, because I am the superior artist. I am the one that's going to make you go in the back of an ambulance to the hospital so the EMTs can fix you up. And when you are, come back, and I will show you more. Because you see, I don't give a rat's ass if you're new, if you're a vet, or if you are just plain stupid. I will make you feel pain. I will make you feel humiliation. I will make you be the only thing that'll be in your head is what I've done to you, the Smartass.
WGP and Revolution for this one. The day has finally come. Green with envy. Harry's debut match against Smartass Maestro. Maestro, it has been such a blast getting to know you these past couple of weeks. I only wish you would have taken the time to get to know Harry. Instead, you spent your hypes talking about Harry the Sasquatch, Harry Potter, When Harry Met Sally, and every other Harry ass on the face of the planet, except for the man standing right in front of you today. I have had a lot of fun at your expense the past 2 weeks. And if only you'd gotten to know me, you wouldn't have walked into every single one of my jokes. I wouldn't have made you the laughingstock of the WGP that you are today. Maestro, you simply don't do your homework. You'd rather come out here and say things like, Harry, I'm going to leave you bloody and broken. When we all know that's not going to happen. Or you'll say, you're going to bury Harry. Maestro, everyone in the locker room knows, and everyone watching at home knows, the only person the Smartass Maestro is capable of burying is himself. Maestro, time and time again in your promos, you come out here and do the work for your opponents. You call yourself a jobber. You call yourself Mr. Easy Win. Your opponents don't even have to say it. You say it for them. And then you wonder why match after match, the result is the same. Loss. Because, Maestro, you have become content and complacent at the bottom. Exactly where you're going to stay, as you've told everyone. Everyone here in the WGP sees the potential Harry has. Everyone knows he's going straight to the top. And Maestro, when I get there, the only thing I can do is look down at you and shake my head. Because I gave you every opportunity to be successful in this match. Hell, I hyped more than anyone ever has going into their debut match. Not only did I cut 3 hypes for this match, and you still asked, where's Harry? I was on your screen for over 75 minutes the past 2 Sundays. Do you even pay attention, Maestro? The recipe for success was right in front of you all along, and you couldn't even see it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry this match isn't what you expected. I know everybody wants to see Harry come out here and cut jokes and laugh and have a good time. But I've done that for 2 weeks. And this guy still doesn't learn. Maestro, this pay-per-view is the perfect example of where our careers are today. I might be a little green, being in my first match. And it's easy to see when we look in our screens at your eyes, the envy in them. Because you see the future that Harry has, and you know you can never have it. WGP, thank you for your time. Smartass Maestro. Toodles!
Sorry, guys, having some technical difficulties with that video playing for some reason.
I think maybe we need to take some of our firework money and maybe put it into our technology a little bit. Hooded Warriors, we're not really the best at spending money. I'm just going to be honest with you guys.
Yeah, I mean,
prioritize.
But I'll play a little RYK here, I guess.
Make it good.
Make it good. Your winner, Harry. I mean, it ain't no RYK, but I hope it did a little bit of justice.
Pretty damn good. Congratulations, Harry. That was fantastic. Smartass Maestro, also a very good showing. But, man, Harry in his debut matchup took it to a whole new level.
Yeah, that was actually one of the better promos I've seen from Smartass Maestro. He did crack me up a little bit there at the beginning of it, but I think he kind of lost it there at the end, towards the end, in my opinion. And that's how Harry ended up getting over on him.
I'm telling you guys right now, Harry brand new. But Harry's one you want to watch out for. That man is definitely going to be going places. Watch out. Mark my words. Chris Champion, if what I had to say has any merit around here, my opinion means anything. It means something. Harry's going to be somebody. Mark my words. Mark my word. No. I'm number 2 because I'm a shit. Hey, before we continue though, we gotta address something here. Josh Steele, he won his match due to a no-show. Not really sure what happened. RYK addressed it at the beginning of the pay-per-view. I don't know how much truth there is into all that. But the thing is, that match held some pretty significant consequences. For those of you, again, who may have not have heard, Josh Steele was facing off against his opponent. And if Josh Steele were to have won, he would have gotten to choose a stipulation for his WGP title defense against Big Sweet at the next pay-per-view in April, Salvation. And likewise, Big Sweet was going to be facing off against that same opponent at the very next episode of Carnage. And if James Sweet were to have won, he also would have gotten to choose a stipulation. With this no-show and the possibility of this individual, this opponent no longer being a part of Revolution and WGP, not really sure what the future holds with that, but I think it's safe to say that I guess they're both going to have to be able to choose a stipulation for this upcoming match. I mean, that only makes sense, right?
I mean, that makes perfect sense to me. They both get to choose a stipulation. It's going to be very, very, very interesting to see what those two guys come up with.
I mean, I guess that's going to be up to management to decide what they want to do.
I got to wait.
That's us. Oh, man. That's crazy.
I mean, who would have known?
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I guess you can officially say that James Sweet, Big Sweet himself, and Josh Steele both get to choose a stipulation, one apiece, for the upcoming title defense, again, at April Salvation in that WGP title match.
Yeah. we got the next matchup is Sexton versus Fast Eddie Cap. Now, Sexton's been on a little bit of a losing streak, went into retirement. He's never officially had a win in Revolution. I myself went personally to Sexton and basically groveled for him to come out of retirement to have this match against Fast Eddie. He gave me my way. So we got Sexton back on the card. I hate to see him leave after this one. Maybe we can pull him back in for another one later on down the road.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm a huge fan of Sexton.
Yeah,
I think Sexton, I think he's almost there. That man is just, he's missing something. It's a little something. I'm not exactly sure what it is. He's missing a little something. But Sexton, he's almost the full package. And he really could be a threat here, especially if he were to stick around. So I'm really hoping to see Glenn Sexton still here in the future, no matter how this matchup goes.
We're going to take a fast intermission video. I actually have an intermission video to play and then a commercial break. And then when we come back, we'll send it down to the ring for RYK for Glenn Sexton versus Fast Eddie Cap.
Hi, everyone. I know you didn't expect to see Harry on your screens again tonight, and believe me, I didn't plan on being here. But we have a little situation in the back right now. I bumped into Mr. Abrams in the locker room, and he tried some of that backyard wrestling bullshit on me. Let's just say Harry showed him that doesn't work in the WGP. You won't be seeing any more of that pink-haired fuck around here. So, Mr. Steele, I regret to inform you, you won't be having a match tonight. But since it's Harry's fault, I'll offer myself as your next opponent at Carnage. And trust me, Mr. Steele, I'm not coming after your precious little title. Yet, anyways. Let's face it, I've got to know you pretty well the past couple weeks. And Harry's not too impressed. So Josh, light one of those cancer sticks you love so much, because you're in for a long few weeks, pal. Toodles!
Back of the goal, LaCroix's move, he scores! He did it again! Andre Svechnikov, his second LaCroix-style goal! Left wing, across the line, next move by Milano, walking right in, scores! What a goal!
It's between the touchdown and the field, but that's an excellent hustle.
Rashad Tuttle, whose uncle Terry Tuttle, to the wide open tight end on the outside. Dawson Knox breaks a few tackles, barrels for another one. He's inside the 25-yard line. Do what we do offensively. Got his man, Juszczyk fights his way, still fighting his way.
Coming now to the promo area, making another farewell appearance, Glenn Sexton!
Dirty, sexy, slinky thing. Power over all with the love you bring. Spinning from your mind control. Shuffling around this deep.
Please welcome, from jolly old England, Fast Eddie Cap!
I'm going to bust a cap on your ass. Fuck off for now, eh?
Well, this is it, boys and girls. This is going to be my last match in Revolution. Now, I know I haven't been here for a long time, and only a select few know who I am. But they know when I'm on the marquee, I show up. I put in the work. I make sacrifices to do what I love, and that's compete. I have never won a match here in Revolution. Not once have I complained. Not once have I whined about it. Hell, I've never even said anything negative about it. I'm probably the most positive person in the locker room. Now, Eddie, I know when you signed your name on our contract to do this match, you probably saw my name, did some research, which I know you did, and you thought to yourself that this was going to be an easy match. That I'm just going to lay down on my back and let you beat me. Ask anybody in this locker room, or hell, any other company I've worked for, and you ask them, is Sexton an easy match? Can I really get an easy win from him? I bet you won't like the answer. Every time I've stepped into the ring, I've put my body on the line. I've left it all in the ring. I give 110% of myself to everybody. I've gone to wars. I've lost blood. I've gained scars. Just because this is my last match in Revolution doesn't mean I'm gonna lay down for you, Eddie. Hell, I'm not even calling this a match. I'm calling this a fight because I want to fight. I don't care about wins or losses anymore. I'm on the way out. This is my swan song. And hell, if this is the last time I'm gonna be in a ring in Revolution, I'm going out my way, on my terms. Not by somebody who cosplays as John Hammond. So Eddie, I wish you the best of luck in this match. I really do. Hell, that little cane you have as a prop, making you look like an English muffin pimp over there, it's not going to be a prop for long. You're actually going to need that cane to support you once I'm done with you.
Good evening. Tonight is Green with Envy, and Mr. Sexton, you and I have the honor of going at each other tonight, and I must admit, this is your last match, you say, so I figured I'd pin another loss on you, which is something you're quite used to. But you've got quite the delusion of grandeur, I'd say. I watched all your hype promos over the several months, and you were saying things like, the upper management were so happy to have you back for one more shot because they missed you. They want you back because they miss you. Well, of course they miss you. We all miss jobbers. We need jobbers in this industry. You've got to have the jobbers to put over the good talent and just take up space. And you're doing a fine job. Now, of course, you talked about how you don't give a damn. You don't give a damn if you win or lose. You're just here to fight, which is all right with me. I enjoy a good fight now and then. Ask that Irish car bomb fellow how much I like to fight. But you were saying that it's a dangerous man who doesn't give a damn. He's got nothing to live for. It's his last match. He doesn't give a damn. That's a dangerous person. Well, you're right there, mate. You know, if the person has any talent, and since, well, you know what I'm trying to say, eh, mate? And you also talked about how you planned on earning your title shots. You didn't want anything handed to you. You wanted to earn everything you've got. How's that working for you? Hey? I'll tell you how it's working for you. This is your last match and you haven't won a bloody thing yet. So I don't think that worked out very well for you at all, did it? So, oh, you Canadians, you kill me. But enough of the fun and games, Mr. Sexton. Tonight is green with envy. And you're going to find out just exactly what I'm capable of, because I don't think you have any idea. You ask around. You go ask Chris Champion and Matt Anarchy, people of that ilk. They'll tell you what Fast Eddie Cap is capable of and what he'll do to get a title shot. I'm going to put you down, mate. This is your last match, and I guarantee you it will be. Because I'm going to get those title shots you think you were going to earn. And I'm going to take what I want, when I want. And there's not a bloody damn thing you're going to do about it. Ta-ta for now, eh?
Your winner, Fast Eddie!
I'm going to bust a cap on your arm.
Oh, goodness. Very good match between those two. Eddie cracked me up a few times there. Sexton didn't get it done. If this is his last match in Revolution, he's going to go out without a win. So I hope it isn't. Hopefully he'll be back and he can try to get that W and mark it in stone. I'll tell you what, though, when he does win a match here, it is free corn dogs for everyone. Free Platinum City corn dogs for everyone.
If it is, you know, Sexton's truly his last match, it was an honor having you here, man. It was a pleasure having you here. You know, I personally, Chris Champion personally appreciates everything you've done for Revolution and WGP. So hopefully, like Tommy said, hopefully it's not your last time, but man, we certainly appreciate it.
We're going to go ahead and go back down to RYK because we got a very, very good match that is up next. And it's between Kaos and Julie Sweet. Sweet is on an undefeated streak. Kaos is not winning up to what he felt like his standards have been of late. So he's trying to knock Little Sweet off the throne. Basically what you have here is you have a BC member versus a shock therapy member. So this rivalry between these two factions are just keeps growing and growing and growing.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is actually a streak versus a streak match as well, because Juie Sweet is currently undefeated in WGP, and Kaos himself has yet to lose to a BC member, if I'm not mistaken.
That is true. That is true.
So this is a streak versus streak match. So this is definitely one you're not going to want to miss.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very good, guys. Let's go ahead and send it back down to RYK.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way from the neighborhood south of Sanity, this is Chaos. Entering at this time, the undefeated Juie Sweet.
Too sweet.
Alright, WGP, you better get the police on the line right now because the levels of violence that I'm about to bring to Juie Sweet can be akin to murder. Juie, you finally decided you want to come out and drop a hype, but what's the very first thing you said in that hype? You said that the only reason that you're here is so you don't get DQ'd, which is show me and everybody else in the WGP universe exactly what kind of promo artist you are. You absolutely disgust me, Juie Sweet. You only do the absolute bare minimum to get around here. You don't try to show up and show out week after week, building rivalries, building stories, letting people know about your upcoming matches. The only reason you come out and hype is so you don't lose the match before it even starts. You do only what you're obligated to, and that is it, the bare minimum. How can you go on continuing to do the bare minimum and think that you could possibly continue with your little undefeated streak? And let's go ahead and talk about that undefeated streak. Let's look at some of the people that you faced in that. So you beat Ruby Knights, congratulations, you beat a rookie. And you beat the Lone Heathen. Well, I've already beaten him 3 times, so that shit doesn't impress me. And then your biggest victory that I've had yet was you beat your fellow BC member, your brother in the BC, Gene Emerson. But I've already beaten him 4 times, so once again, that shit doesn't impress me. But one thing that I can say in all the matches I've had against Gene Emerson was that I've never taken a loss to him, which is something you cannot say. And also in your hype promo, you talked about how you've already dug 2 graves behind the BC clubhouse. And I think that's very sweet of you. And yes, that pun was totally intended. I think it's very sweet of you that did that, because now we get done kicking your ass and ending your promo career, and we get done doing the same thing to your older brother. We have a nice little spot where the Sweet Brothers could lay side by side behind the BC clubhouse, right where you both belong. You go on in your hype promo talking about this silver tongue of mine. Whenever I look at you, big, ugly, and hairy, I immediately think you're something like a werewolf. So I'm about to take this silver bullet from my mouth and drive it right through your damn heart and put you down once and for all. And you know what's funny? Whenever I thought of this line, I was immediately thinking maybe I should say I'm gonna take this silver bullet from my mouth and drive it right through your brain. But as we all know, you don't have one of those, because if you did, you would have never even joined the BC. Big and hairy, maybe we should change your name from Juie Sweet to Chewy Sweet, because you look like Chewbacca. And when you're not calling yourself Juie Sweet, when you're calling yourself Lil Sweet. So he's Big Sweet, so you call yourself Lil Sweet. He joins BC, so you join BC. And it actually follows a pattern, because I've been watching you since you first debuted in the promo game, and you've done nothing but follow in your brother's footsteps. The only problem is you're more like a discount version of Big Sweet. And that's why it makes a lot of sense that you joined the BC, because you're nothing but a copycat of Big Sweet. And you joined up with the biggest copycat promo artist of them all, Gene Emerson, in a faction that started off as nothing but a copycat of the Bullet Club fused with NWO, and now they're trying to emulate the Hurt Business. So it's nothing but copycats joining other copycats, so it makes a lot of sense. But you see, that's what makes you all different than people like me. You look at Shock Therapy, you look at Chaos, and we are nothing but original. We continue to do our thing, forging our own path, not trying to be like anything else other than ourselves. And that's why we will always be better than BC, and that's why I will always be better than any of you. So Juie Sweet, don't take this ass whooping personally. You know what, on second thought, go ahead and take it personally all you want, because I hate lazy promo artists like you, and I hate copycats, and I hate every single last member of the BC. So yeah, go ahead and take it personal. But one thing you'll never forget, Juie Sweet, is that you just got the ass kicking of a lifetime from none other than the original Pariah, Chaos.
I want you to remember, Chaos, you asked for this, and trust me when I tell you, Mr. Original Pariah, here tonight at Green with Envy, I'm gonna give you the biggest ass kicking of your entire promo career. You know, kinda like the one Josh Steele laid on you a few weeks ago, only way fucking worse. So you're a deranged mass lunatic that verbally violates people, huh? You know, it seems like I've heard that somewhere before. Oh yeah, right. That's a line you stole from my brother of brutality, Briggy, when you all was still over there in paradise together. And you have the nerve to call Steele out on his shit when it's you, Chaos. We should have been calling on yours the entire fucking time, you hypocrite son of a bitch. And on top of all that, you asked me, am I stupid for joining the BC just weeks before my match with you? That isn't a serious fucking question, is it? Because, stupid, and with no disrespect to our former brothers Grimes and Jax, and what you're failing to realize, jackass, this isn't that BC. This is the new and improved badass club that's fixing to go on a tear, the likes of which the WGP has never and will never see again. And that all starts tonight after me and my brothers dominate Green with Envy. So, Chaos, you want to prove you belong at the top by beating someone that's already there. That's really funny, coming from the guy whose only win since January was against the Purge, and you're just gonna come in here and kick my ass? Are you fucking kidding me? And then go on to face the winner of the WGP title match between my brother and Steele at Salvation? Well, there's as much a chance of that happening as Steele and Dark Taney had of actually joining the BC, which is to say, none at all, Chaos. And after I'm done kicking your ass tonight, I'll be the one going on to compete for a championship belt, not you, asshole. And you said recently that you've defeated every active member of the WGP roster at least once. Well, dipshit, last time I checked, I am indeed an active member of the WGP roster, and you haven't ever beaten me, you know, just like you won't tonight, bitch. Fucking time. I'm not trying to impress anyone, let alone you, Chaos. You said anyone with any kind of talent would have beaten the people I have and not lost the match too. Really, but we both know that's not what you really meant. No, what you meant is, who have I really beat for that to mean anything? And you will get the answer to your question, Chaos, in less than 2 minutes at the end of this match. And just so you know, you have zero fucking chance of dismantling me when I step into your promo ring tonight. And I'm gonna tell you what's got you so fired up, and it's not the fact that, what did you call them? Oh yeah, right, our wishy-washy locker room coming up to you after your match with the Purge with their fake smiles, patting you on the back, praising you with their fake compliments. Holy shit, bro. You sure it's not your time of the month? Anyway, what's got you so fired up and what you know deep down in your heart to be true is, when the whispers you said you heard say it's time for you to hang up your boots and retire. And I'm the one who's been given the job of getting that through your thick fucking skull, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do, Chaos. So no killing two birds with one stone, because you will not beat another BC member, and definitely no more continuing to climb to the top, because that's where you belong, because that simply isn't true. If anything, you're gonna be falling further towards the bottom, you know, right where you belong, Chaos. So let tonight serve as an everlasting reminder that Little Sweet is the one who made all your hopes and dreams come crashing down on you and made you nothing more than the person who the WGP, well, the entire EFED world for that matter, forgets about tonight, Chaos. This is the new Badass Club, and we are all business. Peace.
Your winner, Little Sweet.
Каждого примут все, что он так любит. Нет никаких разбитых судеб. В растениях в глазах горит огонь. Приходит смерть, она тебя разбудит. Demolition!
Hey, Revolution, how you doing? You know who I am? Your Italian stallion, Mikey, bada bing. Bing. I know I ain't got my shades on or anything. The hair ain't looking good. It's been a rough month. It's been a crazy month. Plus, I'm in the freaking basement where Mike Murray used to be. He went freaking crazy, guys. He lost his mind completely. When he put in his retirement, saying he was leaving, he lost his mind. And I had to come down here and stick and clean it. Freaking arms over here, legs over there, intestines over here. You know, all kinds of shit everywhere. There was blood on the ceiling, mucus on the walls, and boogers on the freaking well. I don't understand. I had to clean this. He went mental. And I haven't seen him since then. But other than that, guys, it's been a rough couple of months for Mikey Bada Bing. Bing. All in all, mine did pass away. Mine's gone. I haven't had a decent cup of Joe in like a month and a half. Petey, listen, that shit you made earlier was disgusting. I don't know what you put in there. But listen, replacing sugar and salt, that's a big no-no. You're lucky you're not on the freaking street right now, Petey, because I was ready to kick you out. Don't do it again. But listen, guys, a lot of things I see have happened. Holy Stromboli. Man, Anarchy is your Revolution World Champion. Holy crap. Holy Stromboli. Let's say it deep. Holy Stromboli. That's freaking awesome. And let me tell you something. Hey, man, the man. Fool me. If you are out there hitting golf balls and not taking Man Anarchy serious, now let me tell you something. This is my brother, Mike Murder's tag team partner. And they dominated. Let me say it again. Dominated. One more time. Dominated the tag team division. And you're out here hitting golf balls? You're not taking it seriously, man. You already beat you once. He's coming after you again, bro. This time, it's not going to be pretty. You better start taking the man serious. In other news, I see Revolution bought WGP for like $7.76. That's freaking awesome. Two worlds collide. Mike Murder left his damn dog here. Can't believe it. I gotta take care of the damn poodle. Ridiculous. Named it Lotion. I don't know why. A poodle named Lotion. I don't see it. But Revolution, you guys are doing freaking awesome. I'm proud of every last one of you guys. And if Mike Murder was here, he'd be proud too. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I miss him. He made a killer, absolutely killer manicotti. For some reason, there was a fingernail in the sauce. I don't think it was his, though. Anyway, I don't want to keep you guys waiting. I'm going to sit back with a big old tub of buttery popcorn, a little bit of cheddar cheese on top. You guys know how we do this. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. A big, beautiful Coca-Cola and watch Mad Anarchy. My boy Mad Anarchy versus the man for the Revolution World Heavyweight title. It's going to be a barn burner. It's nice seeing you guys again. Cucumber and lime Gatorade. Can you believe that? Freaking awesome. Take care, guys, and until then, this is the Italian Stallion, Mikey Bada Bing. Bing.
I'm a villain, untraditional hence I am for a higher calling, got additional sense. Rolling with the vanguard for additional threats. And if you are in the way, there'll be additional deaths. Yes, I was brought in by the teaching of Stain, ready to eradicate the heroes reaching for fame. Teaching our brains as monetary reaping the gain. And with
I was about to thinking about what should I say in that promo, but it depends on now, to me, that we, Darkseid and I, just team up for one night only against you, A-lister. Because, let's just be honest, your promos sucked, your character, boring. You did definitely everything wrong, man. And I just feel sorry about the whole WGP and Revolution locker room that already fell in sleep or gonna shoot in their boards cause they are sick and tired about your promo. It's just being the sad truth, man. It's just being very the sad fucking truth. Cause you're nothing more than a prelevitative, corruptional son of a bitch. I don't care if I'm gonna team up with my foe, Darkseid, or not. If I'm going alone against you, or in China felt a sack of rice away. I don't really care. All I care is just being here, so I don't get fined.
WGP, now that shit with the Purge is over, it's my turn for the grown-ups to talk. Let me address the topic at hand here. Mr. A-List Alverson. You see, you come out here and you're throwing out names and calling people half-wits and how you're in a handicap match. Really, I'm the one in the handicap match because it's you two against me because the Purge ain't no help to me at all. So you sit back and you try to insult me to the best of your ability. You see, for me to get offended, I have to think your opinion matters, and I don't think your opinion matters. You see, when you're kicked back, eating your caviar and sipping on your champagne, throwing your daddy's money around with your team of legal advisors guiding you along the way. I'm out here solo, mano and mano, busting my ass day in and day out to perfect this craft. So while you're laid back not doing shit, the rest of us in this world are out here working. We all don't have daddy's money and a team of legal advisors to fall back on. So you can take your money and take your opinions and shove them up your ass because they really don't mean shit to me. I don't have a lot of time here because management put me in a damn handicap match and I only get 2 damn minutes. But my partner sends in a minute and 41-second promo, so I guess I got a little bit more time. With that being said, A-lister, you're not even worthy of 4 minutes of my time. I give 2 shits less about where you came from and what you do. I don't care. I'm here to make a name for myself, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So when this little bullshit match is over with, I'm going to move on to the next pay-per-view, and I'm going to continue to do what the Dark Saint does. I'm here to kick ass and take names, and guess what? I know everybody in here's name. With that being said, I guess my time is up. I'm out of here.
All right, let's get this over with. WGP fans, you might find that A-List Alverson's not in my regular form today. You see, I've been inconveniently dragged out of bed by my production people at the crack of noon on a Sunday because this is a big deal, pay-per-view, and we got so much work to do. So what you're going to see now is A-List Alverson with no coffee, no mimosas, all good and pissed off. So let's do this, huh? If I'm going to be honest with myself and with everybody else, this isn't going to be the match that sells the show. This is the Three Stooges encounter as I, A-List Alverson, take on the top 2 graduates of the Glass Joe School of Promo. I'm talking about Tweedledum and Tweedle Wicked Stupid. Let's start with that ass end of a tree that calls himself the Dark Saint, who likes to come out here as if he just raided the Halloween store on November 1st, trying to act a badass with Tiptoe Through the G-Darn Tulips playing in the background, and then swing over here to Herr Scheisskopf, who's going to give us the Alta Vista Babel Fish translation of whatever convoluted malarkey he's got boiling up inside his brain. Back over here to Mr. Team Captain, who thinks he's the leader of the only guy he's ever beat in this business, no shows notwithstanding. And come back over here to Mr. Purge, who's going to be sitting on his carpet in his D-pants that he uses to protect himself from spontaneous ejaculation, which is a rarely achieved medical disorder that, by my research, only exists in patients that exhibit compulsive, chronic masturbation while defecating. That's a tough mold to fill, let me tell you. Mr. Purge, this guy, ready for this one? The last time he had a match, the guys that were on commentary took more time to try to validate the terribility of what he put out longer than he put it out for. Let me put that in other terms. Matt Anarchy and Icon spent 3 minutes working together trying to make this guy look good and couldn't do it. Well, you know what? Now that we've got Team Trick or Treat and Beat My Meat, I think I'll go get something to eat. Oh, that's right. Dark Saint, I promised you a surprise, didn't I? Yes. You see, when you had your little matchup and you went huffing and fussing about how Tyler Extreme didn't show, well, like I said, I found somebody that had some choice reactions to the words that you had to say. He's about as messed up as the two of y'all, except his condition is self-inflicted. But this may be a handicap match. I'm going to bring myself an equalizer to have in my corner for this one. Why don't you go ahead and tell him, Jim?
Oh boy, you got the hardcore icon himself, the Sandman, joining fantasy wrestling for a day. Dude, I didn't even know there was such a thing as fantasy wrestling, but either way, my boy Tyler Extreme, he can't make the show, so looks like it's going to be me and you, Dark Saint. I will take you to the extreme.
All right, worldwide audience, if you think A-List Everson's got this one in the bag, fill that screen with hearts and thumbs. You got 10 seconds to let everybody out there know that A-List Everson is the top guy in WGP, bar none.
Hell of a match. Before we give the results of that match, let's go ahead and talk about the fact that we got to see Mikey Bada Bing.
I don't know. Was that all we got to see, though?
Or something was going on there with Mikey, or
I mean, there
murder or something. Not exactly sure. So
it was great seeing Mikey Bada Bing back in WGP. There could be more than meets the eye there. I mean, how about you? But I definitely thought I heard something going on in the background at the end there.
Yeah. In case you missed it, go back and watch it later. Well, first ever handicap match in the Revolution. That's the very first, that's the very first one. Never had one.
Are you saying that was a revolutionary match?
It was a revolutionary match. I mean, who would have thought it? But there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser, and your winner is. Kind of like that song. Yeah, easy. There's a camera on, man.
Sorry. That song does things to me.
I mean, that's why you're not allowed to go within the school zone. Well, speaking of revolutionary things, there is something that I had an idea of, because, that's kind of how the Hooded Warriors think. We have revolutionary ideas. I feel like...
Hold on. I know where you're going with this. We cannot gloss over what we just saw, though. The cameo here on our second ever pay-per-view. We can't gloss over that. Let's pretend like that didn't just happen.
We can't. I mean, officially, one would say that the Sandman from ECW was part of a revolutionary pay-per-view. I
mean, I don't know about you guys. I haven't seen that done anywhere else yet.
Not yet. It's coming soon. Right now, they're jotting it down in their 2-page notebooks of ideas that they had before they get to steal our shit. So,
anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. We can't gloss over that.
We can't gloss over that. I was a Sandman fan when I was younger, so that was pretty cool. As I was talking about, though, we like to try to keep things original, where we have our own little thing that we like to do. And I kind of felt like sometimes the promo world is too stiff. It's taken way, way too damn serious. So me and Chris Champion have been talking about doing this other show.
And if there's anything new about us, we don't take anything seriously.
Yeah, and we don't really take anything too serious anyway. So I want to present to you, coming within, I don't know what you say, the next couple of weeks or somewhere around there, we'll be launching the new Hooded Warrior show on the Revolution and WGP page, brought to you by PinFall Stream. And kind of check it out. I think you might like it.
Your butt is wide, well, mine is too. Just watch your mouth, or I'll sit on you. The word is out. better treat me right. Cause I'm the king of cellulite. Ham on whole wheat. Alright. My zippers bust, my buckles break. I'm too much man for you to take. The pavement cracks when I fall down. I've got more chins than Chinatown. But I never used a phone booth, and I never seen the toes. When I'm going to the movies, I take up 7 rows because I'm fat. I'm fat. Come on. You know I'm fat. I'm fat. You know it. You know I'm fat. I'm fat. Come on. You know. Don't you call me Purge poorly.
Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the debut of Kenzo Blackheart.
보석처럼 난 finish with the poker face, you better get at me. Internet is gon' savage with your crack, come on, gun bet it. 나의 히레들에 붙여래 꼴 보기 싫은 침대.
지금보다 더 높이 올라가 땅이 안 보일 때까지 밤하늘에 비추는 달빛을 잡고 I'm dreaming again and higher
Well, while we wait a minute because I'm having some technical difficulties with the appearance of Kenzo Blackheart, let's go ahead and talk about the fact that if you watch the beginning of the show, it was said very, very clearly the winner of this match is Kenzo Blackheart because, as RYK pointed out, they were arrested for having fake balls.
Fake testicles.
Fake testicles.
You can't be carrying around fake testicles. You gotta have, if you're gonna be in Revolution and WGP, you gotta have balls. You gotta have them.
Gotta have them. I mean, we know that everyone is used to competing sometimes in the smaller leagues and they're not ready for this level of talent. But I mean, don't book yourself if you don't have the time to do it. Don't waste my fucking time or my people, or you're going to get, this is going to be the ridicule that you get. And this is a small dose of what would have happened if this would have been Mad Anarchy and Icon. So, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
While I figure out what's going on with the technical difficulties with Kenzo Blackheart's promo, because we will play it. He put in the work to show it, and we're going to show it for him. He is your winner by disqualification. He is 1-0 now in the Revolution. We're going to go ahead and move on to the Crippler versus Villain match. While that's working, then we'll try to get back to Kenzo's. So we're going to send it back down to RYK.
Making an entrance at this time from Canada, Gene Anderson. Coming in next, he is as bad gets. This is Villain.
Revolution. Isn't it funny how pay-per-view after pay-per-view, match after match, I supposedly become irrelevant. But tonight, I begin my climb back to relevancy. But I've said that multiple times before, haven't I, Gene Emerson? You want to talk about how I'm this half promo artist, half TV reality show host, and that you're going to destroy the villain, that you're going to end the villain before you know it, and that, my friend, gives me a big chuckle. Now, Gene, you want to talk about how you are upset that the man got a match with Anarchy before you. But what I can say is, you, my friend, are a B+ promo artist. You don't even rate at the same level. You think you can do what most men can't. But at the end of the day, you end up short. You end up so short that you want to hide your insecurities behind some porn stash. And at the end of the night, you failed to end the villain. You failed to end the so-called promo/TV show host. I'm not even going to hide behind no mask. I'm not going to hide behind no bat. All I'm hiding behind are my words. And my words are simple. You, my friend, are not even worth the rest of my time. And that's because I'm the villain, and I have spoken.
Am I facing? Villain? Oh my god, he's not even worth the time a day. What you... Wow. Revolution. Welcome with green, with envy. My opponent is the villain. What more can I say? I'm picking up right where Mike Murder left you, villain. You are like that song, you're broken and you're torn, lying naked on the floor. Well, I don't want to see you naked, but I'll beat you, throw you in a casket, and burn your ass, because that's about the best I can do for you. In your mind, villain, you're in a proverbial crossroads. You want to know if you still have it to do the promo thing, or should I just go and fade into being a TV show host? Well, I think the latter, that's what you should be. And if I was you, maybe Harry is taking applicants as co-hosts. Villain, what are you going to do? You ain't going to scare me with your $2 mask. Hell, your $5 bat with all the names on it, probably half of them are all yours. I'm going to take all that, break the mask, take the bat, shove it up your ass, and tell you to have a great day. Because you see, you ain't doing nothing for me. Well, you are helping me in a minute way, which is great. It keeps me at the upper echelon, close to where I need to be. You, however, you need this so bad. And Villain, you ain't getting it. You are a sorry, pathetic excuse of a man calling himself the Villain. You don't live up to that moniker. Hell, I should strip it of you, because I am more of a real heel, I am more of a villain in this place than you will ever be. You, like the angle of the camera, should be looking up to me, learning from me. Because you see, I've come here ready to beat your ass like a Cherokee drum. And I am ready to send you back packing to the primordial ooze that we picked you from. Villain, you really should have just worked your way up to make yourself relevant, instead of trying to call me out and go, hey, can I get pure relevancy in one match? Yeah, but it's going to cost you your entire career. But you paid the piper. What I also hate, just like my last match, you couldn't be bothered to give me the time of day. And I did everything to hype this. I carried this match, so at the end of the day, like I said before, I win, you lose. And I'm making sure of it. So Villain, if there is even a villain inside of you, he should be ashamed. Hell, he should rip himself out of your body and walk out of your life. Because at the end of the day, Villain, you do not, and never have, and will not measure up to the real heel. The Canadian Crippler, Gene Emerson. Emerson.
Your winner, Canadian Crippler, Gene Emerson.
I don't like to say congratulations to a guy like Canadian Crippler. But if there's one thing Chris Champion is, it's very unbiased. So congratulations to the Canadian Crippler, Gene Emerson.
Oh.
Emerson.
I see now that he's growing, that he let his face grow out some, so he's starting to fill in the porn stash that I don't know what he's thinking sometimes when he shaves his face.
This is the thing about Gene. Every time I see him on screen, that man has a different facial hair style. He can be completely clean, babyface shaven. The very next day, he'll have a full-grown beard. 2 days later, he'll have the full curly, the dude's like a freaking Play-Doh. You know, like when you like squish it in the Play-Doh, like that's how he is.
It's from all that damn maple syrup he keeps on his face.
That shit grows.
He wakes up and uses that shit like aftershave.
I don't understand it.
Well, we're going to take another commercial break, and when we come back, it is that time for the Gator.
Hey. You made a promise before this match.
Did I?
You did. Come on. I know you've been knocked in the head a few times. We have another promo that we need to play. You just said.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I was playing that. Look,
no.
Anyway, he's right. Let's go ahead and give the people the promo that they should have got a while ago. Your winner between the match between Kenzo Blackheart is your winner of his match. I ain't even gonna say that the dude's name. I ain't giving him the time of day.
What happens when you don't have balls? You don't get your name said.
What's up?
Revolution. It's yours truly, Kenzo Blackheart, the Mafia King. And it looks like I'm fighting this little stupid clown. See, Split, are you sure you're ready for me? Are you sure? Are you really damn sure you're ready for me? You really think that's enough? That wasn't worth shit. Because you see, if you really want to beat the king, you better be doing more than that. You should have been doing better than that. That was just pathetic. Just like you. You were a pathetic son of a bitch. You really think you can beat this power, this strength, this greatness that I upheld? Split. Get back to your stupid little carnival. That's where you belong. You don't believe. You really don't belong here in the big leagues. You will just get eaten alive. You really be better off at the carnival than here. But since you insist, let's go. Let's tango, if you will. So split. Really sure? You better be ready. Be damn sure you're ready. Because I'm coming for you. And I will make sure I will leave you bleeding dry and drowning in your own pool of blood. So see you real soon, Split. And remember, if you want a shot at the king, you best not miss.
This episode of Revolution was brought to you by Platinum City Corn Dogs.
Oh, what the This is bullshit!
Platinum City Corn Dogs. Feed the champion in you.
Feed the champion in you. Do you have a little champion in you?
That's right.
Do you have a little champion in you? Do you want a little champion in you? Yeah.
Oh, man. Good showing by Kenzo. Thanks for showing up.
Guys, I'm pumped about the next match. Now that that's out of the way, I'm pumped. As you can tell, I'm repping my girl here, the promo queen. Ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup is going to be the promo queen versus the Gator Goddess. However, Hoodoo Warriors, we're not all about that child labor. We ain't down with that.
No.
We ain't. We've already mentioned before, most of our budget goes towards the fireworks. Probably need to allocate that towards some of the technical side of things with all the years we've had. But the one thing we're not doing is paying children, especially here in Revolution or WGP. We're not doing child labor laws. So this next matchup is going to be a non-sanctioned match. We're not going to have a winner. We're not going to have a loser. They may not be very popular with some of you, but hey, keeps us out of jail, which keeps the show rolling. So,
I mean, we don't have the money after all the sexual lawsuits we had to pay for asking people they want to squeeze our juice box. You know, it's a different time in 2021.
Yeah.
And I guess we can't do that no more. So.
No more juice box squeezing. Hey, if you put my corn dog in your mouth, you know, we got in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, as you've seen, Kaos had a lot of trouble putting the corn dogs in his mouth. So,
which is a bit of a change.
We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll give you Gator Goddess versus the Promo Queen.
Visualize was a place inside my mind a million times. Can't make no mistake because my life is on the line. All the work and all the hours, boy, I stayed upon my grind. If you question my integrity, I answer every time. Yeah. Don't you see these battle scars on my back? I am the gladiator. Those black clothes on my judgment day. I am the terminator. I be the originator. I be the innovator. Welcome to the top floor. I am the elevator. Let's go. Welcome to the top. Let's go. Welcome to the top. Welcome to the top. Welcome to the top. Welcome to the top floor. I am the elevator. Hallelujah, hell just froze over. Amen. Does the devil win?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the promo queen, Ari.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, I can feel it in the air tonight. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
From the Florida Everglades, this is the Gator Goddess.
Hey, promo girl. I am gonna beat you because I know we have a match, and the match is gonna be so easy that I'm gonna chew you up really hard and then spit you out like a piece of bubble gum. Like, bubble gum is so good, just like a girl that is a promo girl. So, you think you're better than a goddess? Well, goddesses are better than princesses. And I have a little ending at the end of this promo. So, you better watch out, little promo girl. You're coming to my fun tonight. And no other princesses and queens can not survive my fun. Because I teach my gators how to eat princesses and queens. So you tonight are gonna be eaten up. And I'm gonna talk about you right now. Step 1, your hair's always messy. Step 2, you're never wearing stuff. Step 3, I'm always playing and you are never. Step 4, you're always yelling. And step 5, you're never dressed. And I am. So you should be kicked out of this promo group. And that's it for today, guys. And just so you know, I'm gonna beat you. And you better go back to your little Disney Plus game with your friends. Like, yeah, this is not time. You're a princess or a queen, so get out of here right now. And you are done. And done forever. This must be a fairy tale because you just bibbity bobbity lost. Finally! The Hooded Warriors put me on the pay-per-view. You know, maybe people will buy it. Gator Goddess! At least I'm not the one walking out here with no shoes pretending like you miss fancy pants. Well, guess what? You aren't. Cause you don't talk fancy. You have nothing fancy in your life. It's fun. But that stinky old swamp is your fiancé. Oh, why? You have no fiancé. Other than that stinky old swamp. Like I said, Gator Goddess, you just not pretending like, oh, I'm Miss Fancy Pants. Well, you're not! You think you are? Well, you'll never be. You hear me, you little brat? You just were born from that swamp. And I can hear, I can find my clothes, unlike you, and I wear shoes, and I am better than you, no matter what. You need me to be famous. You need me to have people to watch your stinky old promos. You need me for everything you have in your life. Without me, no one will love you. Without me, no one will come to a swamp or being like, oh, hi. Well, no one will. And if someone does, I'll have to come after them too. Like I am going to right now. So either you walk out, or either I come after you more harder.
And now I talk to the dead, 'cause the voices in my head refuse to tell me what I wanna hear. Hold my feet to the fire, throw my car keys to the clothes. Save your sermon for the choir, 'cause I already know I told my troubles to the wind, and I made myself clear. I need some divine intervention.
Well, very entertaining stuff from the Gator Goddess and the promo queen.
And again, there may not be an official winner, but we'll leave it to the imagination. You know in your hearts who won. You know in your hearts who won that match.
Oh goodness. We're gonna go ahead and talk about a couple more things before we get on to the main event. One of those things being is the next pay-per-view that's coming up on April 11th will be Salvation. Should be pretty interesting. We're going to try to stack that card out also.
Another WGP and Revolution exclusive dual pay-per-view. And that pay-per-view is actually going to be headline. Your main event of that pay-per-view is going to be Big Sweet versus Josh Steele for the WGP Heavyweight Championship.
And this pay-per-view will officially have all three of the belts being defended. All three of the belts will be defended on this one. We had some circumstances that happened where we had to do a little thing this time. So next time that shouldn't happen. So all three belts will be defended. The Revolutionary Championship will be defended to yet to be known who is going to be in that match. You also have the Havoc Championship. Also yet to be known who's going to be in that match because we don't know what Briggy's going to do and we don't know who the number one contender is yet. So
I mean, it's very likely that the main event of Salvation could be changed into a triple threat match. I mean, at the end of the day, Briggy's the one that holds the cash out card in his hand. But the one thing we do know for sure is as far as the WGP title goes, Big Sweet and Josh Steele get to choose a stipulation for that matchup. So make sure you watch out on the page in WGP to find out, because I'm sure both individuals are going to be announcing very soon what that stipulation is going to be.
Yeah. Well, we're finally at it. We're at match number 10 on the card. We have reached the main event. As of course, the main event is Mr. Matt Anarchy versus the Man.
This has been an interesting build.
This has been a very interesting build. It ended up being a build that we didn't think was going to get in. The Man, in case you don't know, here's the history of it. The Man was originally in the big tournament for the Revolution Championship. He ended up having to drop out of it, and he ended up being replaced. I believe that was by Mr. Smith. Or I'm sorry, Slam. I'm sorry, excuse me, wrong guy. Dr. Slam, and of course, I think the man sit on the sidelines for those couple of months, and he wasn't able to participate. And he actually ended up sitting around, I think, ended up getting really angry about the fact that he felt like he could have won it all. He felt like he could have went to the tournament. He could have slaughtered everybody. He could have beat Man Anarchy and take the championship. And in his eyes, he would have been champion by now if it wasn't for uncircumstances from COVID. So,
and then he came back and he won his first match back after being gone forever. So he kind of had a valid argument, and it was, really out of our hands. I mean, he had to be named the number one contender. And here we are today with the man versus Mad Anarchy.
Man versus Matt Anarchy. We're going to take one more commercial break. When we come back, you will have Matt Anarchy versus the man for the Revolution Championship, and stick around for the big surprise at the end. And I want to thank everyone that joined, everyone that has put this thing together. We couldn't have put this card together, but all the hard work and the guys in the back, everyone from the promo guys, I don't care if you're a promo guy, to RYK, who puts out those recaps where he busts his ass to make this look as professional as a format as we can. There's no one that's doing things like we're doing. There might be guys that are doing something like we're doing, but they're not doing exactly what we're doing. It's completely revolutionary.
Hit him with that bracelet one more time.
Hit him with the bracelet. It's completely revolutionary. Don't forget, I'm going to be giving a miniature to this. This is a miniature. I'm giving away a miniature to a miniature of one of these with my signature on the back of it. Natural talent, revolutionary championship little deal there. If you want one of these, let us know. We can hook you up. You can get it with either your custom side plate on it. Of course, I'll take it back off one more time. You can either get it with your custom side plate like that, where it's got the TDC on it, like how I got mine. You can get yours made, or you can get it the other way, which is the original looking one with original side plates on it. So,
you know what? Before we go, let me grab the miniature one.
they are very cool, very thick too, very very cool. Especially for our belt guys. I bet you our belt guys are going to want one of these.
Just for size comparison, because we don't want to make any false promises here. This one right here. There's a mini one for, we'll call it a kid-sized wrist one, versus the adult-sized wrist one.
Yeah.
TDC is going to autograph the TDC kid-size one and is going to be giving it away for free on the Revolutionary page. Now, we also, just throwing it out there, we also may have a couple of extra adult-sized ones. Who knows? Maybe we hit a couple more different numbers, a couple more adds to the page. Maybe we might give one of those away as well. You never know. But again, if you're looking for one of these for your own collection, whether it be a Revolution World Championship, whether it be the Havoc title, whether it be the WGP title, all you need to do is reach out to either myself or TDC. We will get you taken care of. We will get one of these made for you. It's a must-have. I mean, there literally is nobody else out there in the promo world who's doing this. You want a memento of your championship run? Why not?
Why not? Let's see here. Let me find where we're supposed to be. There we go. All right, guys. Y'all have a great day. We're going to get on to the main event right after this commercial.
Entering the promo area at this time, from a world that is his own, this is the man.
Where I belong, in the man's world.
From the very heart of the revolution, he is the voice of the voiceless. Please welcome Matt Anarchy.
Where I belong, in the man's world. Well, Anarchy, it comes down to this. The match of all matches, the finals of the actual tournament, and what is in store for the revolution. Anarchy, I am sick and tired of everyone in this E-Fed world thinking that you are the best. When they all know they want to live in the man's world, they want to do what the man does, and they want to be as the man is. But now I have to hear the critics, the acclaim, the prophecies that come around and state that the man just isn't good enough. And they all can tell fables and lies. Because the truth of the matter is, the man has been the best in this promo game since day one. Whether we're in somewhere, or whether we're over there, or whether we're here, the man has been the greatest in front of this screen. And the Revolutionary World title, and you know that I use it in my terms, because everything that the man does is on his terms. This big ass house, this beautiful sky, and just me running all of the revolution, being a revolutionary to the fullest. And what can you say, Anarchy? You could just put together a little pun, a couple of puns at that, a couple of jokes, when you have to understand what the true essence of promo is all about. It's being the best when the best isn't good enough, and that is the man. It's taking and rising above all else that has been told in a story. Who's the greatest storyteller of all time? It doesn't have to be imitation based. It doesn't have to be society based. It all has to be here with the world title on the line. And Mr. Anarchy himself, the first ever world champion in all of Revolution, had the audacity to feel the pressure. Not from just my world, but the pressure of the professional promo entertainment world. So I want you to know this, Anarchy. When you step in this realm, this last time, you're going to come in as the world heavyweight champion, and you're going to exit stage left. No more puns, no more short jokes, no more clips of what you wanted to say. For 3.5 minutes, I've come on this screen and told you who the man is and why you're not even close. So Mr. Man Anarchy himself and all of the revolution, y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, and great day now. You hear?
And here the people were hoping that this would draw me some actual competition, but instead, my first title defense is just another guy who proves that taking an L to me around here is an honor. Don't believe me? Ask any of the championship contenders across the two brands. Before I dive into this, remember, Mr. Man, you are the same Mr. Man who in a hype promo for this match told me to use this platform, no, to use you, Mr. Man, to erase all doubt that I am the focal point of the entire promo universe. Like that didn't already happen 5 months ago. And I'm about to do it again. What's gonna stop me? The slow-talking man who averages 17 words a minute? Man who fell asleep editing his own boring-ass promo and then failed again when he tried to use that and make it a hype. Spoiler alert, I don't have to make this one see what I want him to see. He does that all on his own. The man who still has to live in his own little cocoon to feel safe, even after I beat him over the head with it 5 months ago. You being willing to be right back here already tells me is that you still don't get that this is a game of perspective. And since your heartless hypes proved your conceptual frustrations, old Anarchy thought he'd give you a visual demonstration of how it is that you ended up in this unwinnable situation, because you see, promo in and promo out, you show up with your little safety blanket, missing the fact that that is what is weighing you down. Your pathetic little man's world that you have wrapped yourself so tightly in has severed every ability that you have to gauge what's actually happening around you, which is probably why you post 1 minute and 6 second hype videos that are 35 seconds of intro and outro and still think that you're gonna get over. Against a man who has proven he created all of this just for fun when nobody was giving him enough competition. But that right there, that's what allows me to see right through your fancy vocabulary and straight down to the bullshit. Like seeing right through your first hype when you said you embrace everybody's bullshit. So when they told you that you didn't have enough fire to be a world champion, keep promoing with no fire and proving that you're not good enough to be a world champion. That, sir, is not revolutionary. When you skip the entire evolution of Revolution Tournament, what would have been a perfect opportunity to build that fire, a perfect opportunity to do anything that would have maybe given you a shot to actually win this match. Perspective so warped from having his head up his ass, he actually said that he was gonna bring me to his level, that he was gonna bring me back to the main event. Newsflash, Mr. Man, I have been in the main event of pretty much every Revolution show since the first one, and the only question is, where in the hell have you been? Well, that's right, dropping 16-minute lives from the driving range, but you still have the nerve to call yourself a legend of this business. Well, I've been doing everything I told you I would in our first match. I kicked your ass at that first breakdown, I ran roughshod over the entire tournament, and I have well proven why I am the concrete stopgap at the top of the Revolution ladder. Go ahead, Mr. Delusional, and keep trying to sell that you elevate legends when everybody knows that the last time I put you down, you skipped town for 6 weeks. Even with that perspective from the sidelines, you failed to see that I never beat you by destroying, but by creating. That is pure anarchy. So to put this in that nice little package you requested, you'll never win a title if you can't get the name right. That is what makes me revolutionary. Because the people have spoken.
Your winner, Anarchy!
It's okay to fish, 'cause they don't have any feelings. Something out the way. Thank you.